supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Really? Hi, good evening. Welcome to the Chris. Hi, good evening. Welcome to the Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast. I am Chris.
I'm Nina, because normally you start and introduce, so I was waiting for your intro.
Yeah, but I wanted you to do it this time. We got to switch it up.
Okay, so hold on. So let's start over. Hi, good evening. This is Nina. And this is Chris. We're at the show of Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast. Right?
Hey, yeah, yes.
So thank you so much for being with us this evening as we are at another podcast of Chris and Nina. Okay, I'm joking. It was a joke.
Anyway, how are you doing? We are great. We had another week of offers and contracts and holidays. Oh, yeah, holidays. Nina was gone Monday and Tuesday. How was it?
Well, it started Sunday, really.
Okay. Did you fast?
No. So that holiday, holiday ended Monday evening, and then another holiday started that same evening, and that's when we also light candles on that evening too.
Okay.
So then you probably ask yourself, lighting candles, but you're supposed to be not touching, any fire. Chris got really nice, huge pot of popcorn for us today. So we decided to have a party because we're always so serious and talking about work, and we're supposed to be talking about fun life of having it together with real estate. So we're enjoying it.
Yeah, we were celebrating having Nina back from holiday.
So it's a full of holidays. I told you already, it's full of holidays, but the off holiday period again is not until April. So it was only really for the entire month of October this year. So it wasn't such a big deal. So it's better off doing that, than every time. So it's not off again until April. So yes, that was a very long holiday. I loved it. Although it's not 80 or high 70s anymore, I still find the sun in the sky.
Yeah.
Those of you who know me know that I'm obsessed with the sun. I love the sun. I'm like a summery, and I'm not a summer baby.
And houses look better in the sun.
That's right. Houses look better in the sun.
Like a sunny day showing homes.
Yeah, I also like the snow and stuff, but I really love the sun. I don't like when it's cold. As you see, my voice changes, and it's just different for me. I feel more productive, I guess, in the summer, but we shall see. I mean,
yeah,
we're always doing
the fall schedule between the holidays and just back to school. I don't know about you, my kids. I had conferences today, and so it's a little different in the fall selling homes than it is in the summertime.
Conferences like parent teacher.
Yep. Yeah, I know. It's like 1 month and boom, already getting reports.
I'm gonna check my calendar soon. Conferences. I mean, thankfully, I really am thankful to God. My teenagers are good students. I'm not gonna say surprisingly, but I am happy that they're street smart, so they know enough that I'm in school. I'm already doing school. I'm in the class. I might as well make the best of it. So thankfully, they think that way, and it's very important to remind kids.
Don't listen to her, y'all. I hear her. She ain't no joke. So they know. They know when they're at school, they're going to do what they got to do.
Right, because that's what I'm saying. It's like, I love that they're like that, because we should all put it in the kids' minds that they are street smart and know how to run their lives. And wherever you are, you need to do the best that you can. So you're already in school, you might as well do it. So that's what I'm happy about, that they know enough to know that they should do best where they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'm not involved with them doing their homework and helping them to study that's not me at all. It's not that I wouldn't do it. It's just not the time right now to get it done. I need to do other stuff. I'm not saying I shouldn't care, but simultaneously ensure that they're in a good path. And obviously I know that they're doing good in school, so I'm involved, but it's important to just get involved in their lives, to put in their minds that, hey, you're like an adult, think and make good
decisions.
Choices.
Yeah. The most difficult part about real estate in the fall is juggling school with the kids, then work, and then there's a lot of extracurricular activities for the kids as well.
Yeah.
So it's like you're running from showing a house to track practice or band practice or karate. It's nice.
They're in this by you? Do you do that after work?
Yeah, like it's just a lot of moving parts. So it's just sometimes it takes a team. Like while I'm here now, my wife picks up the kids, so I could be here now. But I drop.
That's marriage. You need to do together.
Yeah. It takes a lot of coordination.
Wow, and it's good that they go to after school program. It's a hassle. I mean, it's a job. You need to hire someone. So of course, if you're married and your significant other,
if it was up to me, I would have them in sleepaway school.
Navigate. Do it. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, listen. During the summer, maybe that's an option.
In the fall. I see them on the weekend. Oh, my kids are gonna get me when they see this show. Yeah. Anyway, so how was your week? So you had your holiday after holiday. Are you tired of holidays yet?
No, I actually like it a lot.
Okay.
I am workaholic, so it doesn't sound normal together, but I used to not. I used to watch my time and literally count down the time because I don't know why. That's how it was. I just needed to get more work done. Now I enjoy it more because like I said before, wherever you are, you need to make the best of it. You're already in your holiday, be there and do it fully. So I don't think about work. So I know to do what I can to do the best where I am. So,
and you're looking to create a new office in Queens?
So we're actually looking in Queens, but a lot in Long Island. We already have this place in the city, and it looks like I'm going to have to work on another one because thankfully, thank God, everything is growing and it's good and we're in the streets, and you need a place that's close, if you have a family, close to where you live, so you can navigate and work the most, so you could be most productive. And if you're far, I feel like you're not going to be able to invest as much time in front of a computer making things work if that's what you do. While the other times you're out in the streets, you need to be close to home in case you need to do something. So I have a lot of individuals that we work in the company that are always out there. So we need more spaces to park.
Right.
So it's nothing like, you can have one big place. Thank God, again, it all depends where you are to make it work the best. So we need more places.
Do you have more worker bees after COVID or before COVID? Like, did your productivity increase after, or what's the difference?
So I'm the type of realtor that does everything, right?
Yeah.
But where I come from, my specialty is not depending on the market.
Gotcha.
And I'm not going to say unfortunately, but it is type of an unfortunately because I help people save their homes to prevent foreclosure sale.
Right.
So where I come from always involves people in trouble. So whether COVID or not, people need help, unfortunately. So I do that type of work with banks. So during COVID, it's the other way around, right? Because people are in, they call, they want to know what's up, how to save and what to do. So they call and they kept me very busy, actually. I was in the office, if you guys remember, during the time of when they broke into the stores for the first time in COVID.
Wow.
I think it was in March sometime. It was really dangerous for that few days. But that one day they broke. I was in the office. I had a lot of pressure. I needed to really work. I locked the door, I put down the shades. Not because I want to feel brave. I just, I was there. I hoped and prayed that everything will be okay because I really needed to get work done. That's how crazy I was. So to answer your question, I was very busy then, if not more. So yeah, I'm also, and simultaneously, because I'm the head, I like help everyone regular listings.
Right.
To regular listings, it happened differently. To every type of real estate, it impacted differently because some are in the law, some.
But I just feel like after COVID, you open up more offices, so the business is spreading out more. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah. So. What? No, what was that remark about? Let's hear you out.
No, I'm saying that.
I want to listen what you have to say.
I'm just saying, like, you open up the new Brooklyn office, and now you're looking in Queens. So before COVID, it was just this office, right? That's why I say you're spreading out. You're growing your wings, and
Yeah, before COVID, from what I remember, I had just one other one small out in Long Island, far.
Okay.
Oh, actually, a part in Queens that is no longer there. And I think that the Brooklyn office was the main one. Yeah.
Yeah. So now you have two Brooklyn.
So officially not yet. It's still being worked on. It's a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll totally let you know. But COVID did a lot to everyone, whether it's good or unfortunately bad. It's important. It's very. I want to say, like, I really want to know the different type of works that it affected. Let's say COVID, right? So maybe we thought about bringing in someone that does like power washing. So it's interesting. It's interesting because we are hearing how the COVID impacted the world. Like, so people come and they give their stories about their jobs that are involving them being investors in real estate. So it's interesting. We may have someone here next week, and it's going to be.
Yeah, we got to start getting like some like mortgage brokers and banking.
Yeah.
People that work in banking to come talk about that. Yeah. Also, hard money lenders. There's so many people that we need to really.
Law firms.
Yeah, law firms.
Architects.
Yeah. We had a lawyer before we started the show. He said he'd do it. I haven't heard from him. Yeah. I got to reach out. So anyway, we're gonna start diversifying our show and bringing on.
And we have popcorn over here.
Yes, indeed. And the holidays are coming up, so it should be a little easier to find people too as well.
Holidays.
Well, no, I mean,
now your holidays
are
coming. I mean, mine is the traditional. I also celebrate Thanksgiving.
You do?
Of course.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, I'm American. Hello.
Oh, okay. So who's cooking?
I sound like an immigrant, but I'm here most of my life.
So you eat turkey and everything?
Of course.
Oh, wow.
There are kosher turkeys. Okay, I'm not gonna eat it, so text me. That's it.
So who does the cooking? Is Neil your husband? He does the cooking?
He is a chef.
Yeah, he is. He could cook.
We got some comments that we didn't see. Download. By the way, we need to download the Evening Rush show.
In home ownership.
And it's gonna be easier for you to get updates and like reminders and other nice.
So there's a lot on the market right now. Are you seeing a lot of movement with single families, two families? What are you seeing happening in the last week or two? I know you said business was really picking up.
I don't want to say something that could impact someone's decision because I don't want it to make an impact because it's very individually done.
Yeah.
But I feel so much going on in the real estate world. Everything is bugging out in terms of purchasing and looking for that deal that they want to buy on their market. So it's just different. So I see everything going crazy because the single families are less of a movement. Single family sellers are getting very unmotivated because it's not the prices that it was just 7 months ago.
Yeah.
So they get very frustrated because those out of the single families are those who normally stepped up to bigger decisions, to two families, maybe a mansion, like a bigger house. So they went to something bigger. So they don't need that small one family.
The starter homes.
Yeah, the starter home, not necessarily small, but the starter home to be sold, not to be on them as a burden. So they're getting frustrated. Why can't I sell my single family home? And then same goes for investors who do the fixer uppers. They're very intense because those who invest in those are overall most likely taking a hard money loan.
Yeah.
So to be able to hold that bigger thing that you went to the next one, and your mortgage or your hard money loan for an investor, that could be very challenging and even take you back to a step before of when you started.
Yeah.
But chill, it's going to be okay. You don't need to go crazy. Just give it a little time. Stick to what you want in terms of price. Lower it a little if it's too much. It's just crucial to be in the right price during this time of market. And some people are in denial that they're going to get more than what it should be sold for.
Yes.
So there's only so much you can do to explain and support them as much as you can so they could listen to your price drop. So that's what's happening with single families, unfortunately.
A lot of people are not reevaluating the price and looking at the market to either really sell the home or unfortunately maybe take it off, and if they can afford to wait, that might be an option. But some things are happening where people are moving and they're selling the home they live in and then using the money to put into a new home. That's what's that? I forgot the name of the kind of transaction.
Refinance?
No.
What'd you say? Repeat that, please.
When you're selling the home you live in and you already have a contract for your next home and you're using the money from the sale for the house you live in to put in
replacement?
No. No.
You're taking the money and you're buying?
Right.
It's a regular transaction.
Right.
Sell.
Right. But
you're not taking equity money to buy.
No, there's no equity because you're selling. But you're using the proceeds.
Sale and purchase.
Using the proceeds from the sale to fund your.
You're talking about purchase. An investor like a 1031 exchange.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So okay.
Those are happening.
That's what you see. Is that what you said?
Yes.
1031 exchange.
1031 exchange.
Yeah. So they they always have a limit of when they need to use that 1031 exchange.
Yes, it's a time. Yes.
There are times that you can extend it if you know what you're doing and if you have a good enough of an attorney, if they know the rules and transactions. So you could extend it if you haven't found. It's best to use it right away because what's the difference? You might as well do it now and start gaining money. Just make sure you get the right deal, obviously.
Right.
But there are deals out there, I must say.
Yes,
there are deals out there. Homeowners who could make a deal and say, okay, that's good enough for me to accept and move on. You get it for a lower price. So I see a lot of those. They're very normal transaction. When you purchase it from a seller, then you know that a seller lived there. When it's an investment, you have to make sure title and whatnot. But yeah, so 1031.
What's more valuable? If you're an investor, right? Hypothetically, if you're buying a 4-family building, right, at market price, vacant or fully occupied with all the tenants paying and you're already purchasing a building making money, what's more valuable?
Whether you're buying something occupied or vacant?
Yes.
Okay. So you could have a vacant house, new construction, fully marketed and priced at max.
Right.
Or you can have an ongoing income property coming in from a 4-family house where it's already coming in on a monthly basis.
Right.
So what's more valuable?
Right. Which would you find is easier to find a buyer for?
Overall, there are 2 different properties, but technically, eventually you calculate your numbers according to how much money the building is making. Yes, for the comps there too, but in New York, it's nearly impossible to find 2 buildings exactly the same.
Yes.
Unless I obviously build them in one place and another place and I build the same thing.
Or they're next to each other and they're the same type of building. But.
So it's different. So a brand new construction can sell for one price and something that makes money can sell for another price. But overall, buildings who are selling in the neighborhood, you can compare and see. Even if a 3-family sold, you need to check square footage, how much money it's bringing, taxes, expensive.
I just feel
that's what we had that in the last office meeting, the cap rate. So it's important to calculate your cap rate correctly, because if not, that changes your decision. You can forget something really serious. So that affects your yearly gross net. So you need to make sure you do it right. So that's for comparison of prices.
I just feel like in New York, it's almost to have a 4 or 5 family completely vacant. It's like kind of unheard of. You're always going to have tenants.
I actually got one in the Bronx just today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So we're going to be listing it? Or did you buy it? I mean, I'm confused.
That one is a vacant sale, regular sale. The seller needs to sell. So it has to be a quick sale. It's not on the market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Private sale.
It's a private sale, quick sale, that they need to be a cash one. I mean, if they want to go out on the market officially, that may be an option, but sometimes these things, it depends on what the seller wants, you know?
Now,
nobody knowing,
when you have these private
quick
sales,
or taking time and out.
Is the value a little below the market, or are they still selling privately at market?
I didn't really look at it so much. It was insane today with the closing and all people still back from the holiday, wanting the world and his mother.
Yeah.
It was very hectic today, so I didn't get a chance to look at it. But it's a 6-family. Let's say a 6-family house with, let's make it easy, 1 bedrooms, all of them. Okay, no basement, no nothing else.
Okay.
So 6-family house. Now I'm going to calculate with you because we're in real estate. Okay, so if it's 6 1-bedroom apartments, hold on. What's the difference between cash sale via quick sale?
You always have to go through a lawyer.
To go to a lawyer.
Cash sale, no banks. Cash sale can close next week, or it could close tomorrow, right? Like it's provided you have title and
clearance.
what else? Land.
Title clearance.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that you might want to check out, but it closes quicker than you have to go through the bank and deal with all the stipulations that a bank may want to clear a house. So when you purchase cash, it's a quicker sale in terms of time.
Yeah, you want to know everything about the house.
And there's no mortgage, no, it's cash. Unless you're dealing with like a hard money lender, which is cash, but you're not going through a bank, you're going through a person. And they loan you the money, but it's super expensive.
Yeah. But don't forget, it's super expensive for only a small period of time.
You're not going to hold that. Yes, you're not going to hold that money longer than a few months.
Yeah. And back to a question about cash sale via quick sale. So a cash sale and a quick sale are the same thing. It could be the same thing. Yeah, it could be the same thing. I don't know if that's how I said it before. It made you sound like it's 2 different things, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Overall, a cash sale takes less time than a loan. By the way, do you like I did green for the first time.
Funny, but every real estate transaction, I don't care what state you're in,
we're coming closer so we can read the sides.
Yeah, you should.
Do we need glasses?
You should have an attorney to make sure that everything is above board and all the documents, and that you're not buying a house that you cannot resell. Because once you purchase the home, there's no, it's not like a car where you get a lemon law where, hey, this car don't work and you bring it back. You can't take the house back. Once it's yours, it's yours.
Yeah, sometimes on the same of the day of the closing, if a person has a problem on the house and they say, I can't believe, like, I need to have had a lien on the house because they did work or whatever on the house. Yeah. Sometimes people are not able to close in the last second of the closing.
Right.
If someone calls the title company and tells them that they're in danger of having a lawsuit when they're closing, they don't want to take the chance because then they'll have to hire legal professional help to assist with that matter. And that costs money. So they may right away stop the closing until they hear what that was about. Even if they see nothing, they still have to get clearance on that. Yep. So people sometimes think that if they haven't, done that by the time of the closing, they could. Not that I
have you been to a closing with
not
somebody?
That I like to see issues of people not closing, but sometimes things are unfair. And just like it would happen to you, you wouldn't want someone stealing your money, your work or whatever it is. I hate when it happens.
Have you ever been to a closing where they just got up from the table and walked away and didn't close that day? That smile says yes. So anyway,
many times,
happens a lot.
I mean,
it's funny. It's like
18 years,
you got to market the home. You do, you find different buyers and you go through the whole process, and it could take some time. Then you go all the way to the closing table just for someone to stand up and say, "I'm walking," and leave. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Just to think about it, do you know how
just gives you anxiety?
You get me right now? Like
you work so
what
hard.
What goes on in that closing time when it gets so stressful and everyone's starting to threaten each other, they're going to get up and leave, and the ego starts showing off, and your body starts, but it's annoying. It's something that comes up at the closing once in a lifetime, but no, it did happen to me many times, unfortunately. I mean, I've been in the business for a while, so I've seen all them walking out of the closing table. The times when it happens, very stressful. You don't want to be in this position. But that's that all depends on the legal, sometimes on the house itself, the banks, us, everyone.
Yes.
Needs to come together and put everything together.
People want more money out of like they agreed to something, and then next thing you know.
Imagine, I hate that.
Yeah, that is the worst. But agreements, like you're like,
that's why we put things on paper and
but sometimes people, they play the card that holds them, and if they're the seller, they have all the power at that table in that moment. Yeah. Unfortunately, no matter what they sign.
And by the way, to also answer his question, the part of the attorney, one attorney cannot represent two parties in New York.
Yeah.
In Jersey, it may be okay.
Yeah, that's the
in Florida, it's okay. Which is so weird.
Yeah.
Like, how would they allow one attorney to represent both sides? I wouldn't even want to do it as an attorney, I think. Yeah. I'm not in their shoes, so I don't know. But it's very challenging. You always have to think like twice legally for both sides, where both sides wouldn't bump heads. So you need to make the right decision. Very stressful. I hope they charge more. Well, they do. They should. It's two sides.
Yeah.
But like extra.
Yes.
So.
But when it closes, it closes.
Yes. Plus today, I need to check my wire instructions, bro.
Exactly. Make sure the funds hit that account.
I'm gonna look into it. Wow, the day flew by. I had so much to do. I said, dude, I'm gonna sleep in the office. So I look at the clock and it's 10. And then you look again, 2. And then again, 7. It's nuts. And then 7, we're here. So hi. So anyways, what's up, Chris? What are we doing? Are we making money? What's going on? I hope everyone is making money, because now it's cold. You're not enjoying your drink in the sun, even though there's a little sun left every day. Yeah. But it's cold. So I hope everyone is using it and making so much money, because you need to work now so you could chill later.
Also, there's so many events, and so like now it's like prime networking. Like you can network in the summer, but
whatever.
It's different.
No time for networking. Go once in a while and go make the best of it and work and make money.
In the fall is everybody's out mingling, and people are making their plans to sell their homes and buy a home. So it's a good time in the fall to meet people too. That's just because.
Yeah, but whatever. All these parties, okay, it's fun. But then not time for parties now. Once in a while, networking party.
That's what I meant.
And going out and working. No, because there are a lot of them now. What's now? The holiday party.
Halloween is coming up.
And holiday party planning starting.
You're right.
And the lights are going to start coming out now for Thanksgiving. So it makes you want to party too.
November is like right around.
In the summer, the sun makes you want to party, and the alcohol. Not that I drink so much, but I'm just saying.
No, definitely not.
And starting November, you're already in the mood of Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, New Year's. So you have to keep going. It's easy to just slack and go party and hang out. Yeah. You need to make money so you can hang out like a king,
Or you can make money while you're making money. Like I just think when you're out, you're mingling, you meet. Like you should always have your business card or on your phone and just really living, breathing, especially when you work for
pen, so you can continue working.
Yes, because you never know. Sometimes you can go to a party and leave with a handful of business. You know, so that's why I said, like, it's just like you meet people and they know people and you just work.
Totally.
You're selling your business.
Even one person can get you so busy all day that you can just almost think that you need another 10 of you to do 10 of them.
Yeah.
Client. So
to me, 9 to 5 is like your paperwork, but your 6 to midnight is when you make the riches. Yeah. You know, that's just my point of view. That's why I was saying, like,
I said I was going to start going to sleep early. So I can start waking up early. I'm trying.
Has it worked for you?
No. Yeah.
I mean, you don't sleep like I don't see. Do you really sleep?
Listen, we have to sleep, but
we have to. But do you really sleep?
Not a lot. That's also a problem. That's why sometimes during Shabbat and oh, so cute. Who is that? Anyways, that's why on Shabbat it's and holidays. I like it because during the night I don't need to work. I actually get sleep. So yeah, I get sleep during the weekend. Sometimes.
All right, so guys, we're gonna take a quick moment. Wow, it's already break time.
Oops, sorry.
And we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
I hope everyone also is enjoying and like whatever talks to you later. I hope people are
looking to podcast shows and do not know where to start. The Evening Rush Network can help you with that. Call us at 929-441-2417 or email us at theeveningrushnetwork@gmail.com for dates and prices. We got you for all your podcast needs. The Evening Rush Network. Tune in, subscribe, and share.
Hello. Chris is coming, and we're back. And this popcorn is really good, by the way. Okay. So I would like everyone who has special made plates to give me their opinion, because I'm thinking of getting one for my new car. I don't know if I mentioned it, but we had I got the G63. I really like it, and I was thinking about the plate. So I would like to get some feedback on that. The stereo, I like everything. Oh, and here is Christopher. He's back.
All right.
Hello.
Hey.
Do you have special made plates, by the way?
No.
I was thinking about that. I need to look into that. Sorry. So what's up?
Yeah, so you're going to go to the DMV and handle that.
I have to go? Can I send someone to go or no?
Yeah. Or you can just look on I think you could just order it online. I'm not too sure about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have to go down.
We'll look into that.
Yeah, look into that. How do you like the new car?
I love it. I love it a lot.
Yet to have a ride. It looks really nice though. And the windows are tinted too. It's really.
The windows are very tinted. Yeah, it depends. When it was summery and the sun was blasting directly onto the car, I feel like it was a little see-through. And someone answered about the plates. That's so cool. They said.
Yeah, people know your car because of the special plates. It's easier to identify.
Plates. Only thing is, people know your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like what? So what are you thinking of putting on the plates? What is it gonna say? Like
Ziporh.
Oh, I was thinking like Realty Diva or
no. I mean, I'm not a
Sell
girly
fast.
girl like that to call myself a diva.
Oh, I got you.
Well, Ziporh. 5 years. See, Ziporh RLTY.
Okay.
Ziporh
Yeah, that should be easy to get. I don't think somebody.
Ziporh real. I don't know how much space I have. Do I have space? Yeah, I see people with.
Nah, it might be too. Fiber real, maybe. Fiber, yeah. 5BRO.
Okay.
But anyway,
a Shoshana name, not so SHOSHANA. So that's 8.
So
Realt. Ziporh Realt.
So what would you say would be the best path to home ownership? Like what would you, when somebody's buying their home for the first time, do you recommend that they have a set amount of money to put down or try to put the least amount of money down? How would you advise them?
So if you are a homeowner who work on a stable job and you have your weekly salary, and most likely you're on top of your game, paying your bills and knowing your monthly expenses, you will most likely have a saved amount. Therefore, you have savings and you can use it to your down payment.
Yeah.
But if you have a job that's a private contractor, like a real estate agent, right? If you're a private contractor, or a private contractor towards anything, plumbing, electric, masonry, if you do any type of, freelancer, your money is not steady. So unless you're doing well, okay, you should not spend everything you have towards a home. And if you can, use the least. Got it? So that's to answer your down payment. However, during the time of when you do have saved up money, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to use all of it towards your house. Me, for example, okay, I don't like monthly payments, but I feel like the mortgage could be big. Let me borrow the most that I can. If I can use the lending, why not? So I would use all of the allowance. Why? Again, because I can. That gives me more opportunity, in terms of business-wise. I can do something else with the money that I have. I can make money with the money instead of giving it. But only if I can. I wouldn't choke myself and say, okay, let me not think twice or do and not buy so many things and get on a... No, that's not right to do.
Now, also, if you're coming from a situation of paying rent or let's say you got a good deal on rent, I would recommend you start putting away as if you're already paying a mortgage. And also, let's say you're coming from an apartment and you're moving to a house, understand that you're paying a water bill. You're not paying that. You might not be paying that or it might be included in your rent. So there's a different dynamic of things that you're going to pay for in a home that you're not going to pay for in an apartment. But if you're buying a condo, that's also different.
That is correct.
So that's why sometimes creating a budget and sitting down with a few mortgage people to shop around and make sure that you get important. Make sure you get the best deal, and also understand what you're going to be paying monthly. And maybe start to get used to paying that or budgeting for that before you get the home. so that it just doesn't shock you or is not a shock to the system when you start having to pay a mortgage.
Yes. Just keep it persistent type of thing.
Yes.
And then once you move, you have to ensure that you have good insurance,
Yes.
right? Once you purchase the house, you have to ensure that you have good insurance, because when you do the mortgage, most likely your banker or someone, I don't know who is involved, will get you insurance. You want to make sure that this insurance that you get for your property is also not too expensive. We don't want someone cashing out on us. So we make sure that we see the policy. How much are you charging me for the year? I was very busy. And on my own home, I didn't check. I got a 400, no, actually more. I got a whatever, I don't remember, like $400 off of my insurance, because it was a very expensive company and I'm getting the same terms with a smaller, not worse, but smaller company that was much cheaper. So I don't know why they did it, but that affected my monthly mortgage. So I'm paying the bills at the end.
Yeah.
And it's also funny that you're asking me this, because yesterday someone wanted to see a house today, and I was talking to him about the down payment. He's like, I want to know before I come to see the house, how much do I have to put down? I promise. He asked me that question. And that actually got me kind of weirded out, but towards his benefit, because you decide how much money you want to put down, how much are you approved for, and what you want to do. So it sounds wrong when the seller says, oh, I don't want to sell this house if he's not putting at least so-and-so down.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely not. No way. But it was this way, when it was in 2008 when everything was bugging out. So the bank, the mortgages were so inflated and prices were crazy. So the seller said, if I don't get this much down payment, don't buy my house. And people would buy.
Those are different times.
Yeah.
Also, insurance is important. I want to say about 14 years ago, about 15, 16 years ago, a friend of mine was living with her mother, and there was a fire.
Yeah, he told me. Go on.
And the house caught fire, and they did not have homeowner. The insurance policy they had did not have, she wasn't paying in case of a fire.
Oh, no.
So sometimes you have to really you have to make sure that even if you're saving money, that you're covered for these incidentals, because you don't want to be homeless.
No, fire is like the number one.
Yes. Yeah. And you can, and it was just.
Flood is something that's not all the time included.
No,
that's for sure.
And that's what happened to people during Sandy? So. Yeah, you have to. Insurance is very important.
Yes.
Because you just never know, and so if you're saving money, just make sure they're not. You have coverage for fires and incidentals. If you're saving money, but and it may seem great.
For it. No, it's like having a bad insurance for cars. So make sure.
Right. Make sure you're covered, because you just never know.
Yeah.
Lightning could come and strike and create a fire. Like, so many different ways that things are unexplainable.
Yeah.
That can create problems if you're not insured.
Yeah.
So don't play around. You can save money, but just make sure you're still covered for all the important items in terms of fires, floods. If you live in a flooding zone, or just make sure you do your due diligence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some homeowners insurance is expensive. Yes, it's expensive. But also, you have to also check the type of home, look at the value for the cost to replace your home, and that's what in insurance. These are all the numbers they crunch to come to. Now, some do, they think they're like fine wine and they're charging you extra for nothing. So you just have to look at your numbers and make sure that if it's expensive, it's good expensive, not expensive for no reason. Meaning, like, the cost to replace your home and the value is added to that, and it's worth the payment or not.
Correct.
So, and then also, if you have a new home, old home, it's just so many different variables that's added into these equations when you're purchasing a home. Yes. So look at property in North Carolina. It's a rental with option to buy. Think that's the way to go at the end of the year. Yeah, option to buy is. We spoke about that a few. like a while ago. Yes, option to buy is awesome. You have the right of first refusal. And so if you can get that, that's not a bad way to go. That's not a bad path. And you have plenty of time, or I don't want to say plenty of time, but depending on what's the contract, you have time to shop around, and you're not rushed to buy a home. There's no, but you know, just got to make sure whatever you're signing, like I said, make sure you have an attorney and make sure that you're safe in your option to buy.
Yes.
And 9 times out of 10 it works against the homeowner, because if the homeowner gets somebody that comes along and they want to pay, let's just say 5% more than what they're offering it to you, they have to wait for you to decline. They can't take the higher offer. You have the first right.
Yes. Second thing, also to make sure, in addition to your mortgage, it's time of the closing. We talked about insurance.
Yeah.
So now you want to order a survey. So
Yeah.
I learned during the year of when we used to buy, we didn't always purchase a survey for the property. The survey outlines your property lines and puts it on a map, draws it on a plan that has all the measurements on the sheet. So that shows if there are any, if there's any property that's yours that's outside your line, other people's properties inside yours, if there are issues like that, if the property is bigger or smaller than what you thought it was, or if it's bigger or smaller than what they told you it was, or what's written on the paper. So it's important to have a survey.
Yeah. Also, if you're near a flood zone, your insurance is going to be more expensive. If you're near factories or some, like, depending on where the house is located, can also affect the value of your insurance.
Yes.
So
purchase
certain hazards, they take these into consideration depending on the location of the home.
Right. It's sold separately, whether you have a single or two family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, they're like the same price I see lately for ones and twos, meaning between areas.
And also, like, I've seen, like, in Brooklyn, I've seen buses run into homes. So I know
into what?
A house. There was around, was it around COVID? Yeah, it was during COVID. There was an MTA bus in Brooklyn that crashed into a home.
No.
I want to say not too far from here, too.
Yeah.
Right? And they couldn't move it because if they moved it, the house would collapse. Like, that's how.
For real?
Serious.
Oh no!
Yeah,
did anyone get hurt?
No, but I know somebody. I know a bus driver lost that job. I'm surprised he didn't go to jail.
That is so sad.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know.
My God.
It was the strangest thing.
So sad.
It is. But
wow,
you know,
I didn't even hear about it. I heard about the shooting down the block. That's what I heard.
Oh man, crime
with
is crazy.
With the hole that it left inside the glass down by the deli. I hope that the family of that kid, 19-year-old, I hope you guys are doing well and that the kid is doing better, because I haven't heard anything ever since. Did you hear about the news about the kid that got shot down the block? It's very sad. He was coming out of the school, they said. Not sure, but that was really sorry to hear.
Yeah, but
and someone held someone hostage during the holiday. Did you hear about that?
Wow. No.
Yeah. Someone held someone else hostage on by the wood on L and Avenue N.
Wow.
Yeah, what was right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And I was saying last week there was a shooting down the street from me too. Yeah, crime is crazy out here, man. We all gonna need bulletproof vests just to walk around this city.
We need guns. Crime is getting crazy in New York. It says.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yes,
crime is getting.
It is.
Well, around the country. It's not just New York, but yeah.
What I heard, Adams is quitting. Is that so?
He is?
Yeah.
He's stepping down?
Yeah.
Wow.
By the end of the year, he's out, dude. Yeah.
He hasn't really, I don't really, the job.
Yeah. Adams, the mayor.
The mayor, yeah.
He
gives some good speeches, but I don't know about anything else.
He's quitting. But you know, I don't know why, I haven't heard anything, but probably because they're cutting his wings. Like not letting him do what he needs to do. Because in my opinion, we need another Giuliani. Cleaned up the streets, remember?
Yep.
I mean, we need another one of those. So they're probably not letting him. What happened? He not doing anything.
Nah, he just run around, make a bunch of speeches. That's all I see. Yeah, he loves to talk, but
you can't judge. We don't know, but
yeah, 100%, Nina.
Yeah, we need Giuliani. Where are you, Giuliani? I hope
But
someone is gonna make you watch this and make sure that you come around again. How old is he nowadays?
Who?
Giuliani.
He's like 100.
Is he really? Is he an older man?
Yeah.
He must have been in his 50s, maybe early 60s.
Yeah, he's got to be 80 something. Was it like, what, 30 years ago?
Oh, wow. That could be 90. He could be 90 today.
But
well, maybe some 90-year-olds are functioning like a little man.
Well, all I know is I want the government to bring the interest rates down and start bringing more programs so that we can start moving more properties.
Yes,
and also, I know foreclosures and the auction started moving a little like more up to speed, but still not really. So, the workings of real estate and the government go hand in hand. So we need them to like, hey, these interest rates are, so, once that changes, it's just the market would just go bananas again.
Yeah, it's already now, and I hope it continues, and I hope it gets much more busier.
Yeah, it goes down,
I like it so much. Like, I love when people purchase, and I love when people sell. Everything sells. Like I said, less of single families, but everything sells. No, but even single families sell. Not everywhere. It's just, and not even everywhere. It depends on the house. Like I said before, it's the price. The price should be according to the house, and it will fly. People love buying. People love buying real estate, like people get excited and that adrenaline when they get approved for a mortgage, they feel like a king, like I can buy right now a property. So people feel that it's a cool thing to do. So dude, if you're going to make not a lot of money, a little money from a property that you're going to buy because you're going to make a little money. You're not going to lose, but that's why prices need to be drastically changing for that buyer to feel seducing enough to purchase it. So you need to make sure that you're priced right. Dude, price right sells. At least me and all my surroundings, friends and family, whatever. I know that whoever is near me and like me would buy his next door to where they live. It needs to be rightly priced, but if it's not even such a wow deal, we would still buy it because it's our next door.
Right.
So I think that smart people and those who like to make money would buy. And if they thought like me, they would buy. So imagine how people would buy. Everyone would buy everybody.
Yeah.
So I would think that they would do the same. Therefore, it should sell. It will always sell. People are smarter nowadays.
Yeah.
People look online.
Yeah.
They get attractive by the flip, by the owning, by the managing. It's a cool thing to do. You gain.
And you'd be surprised how many people want to buy the house right next door to them.
That's what I just said. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be surprised.
Yeah.
Be surprised. And you need to do that too. Do you have your next doors?
No.
Oh, you moved. You're moving. You want to move.
I want to move out of there.
Okay. What did you decide? Did you have any new thoughts since we were here last?
No. We're probably gonna stay in Queens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
we talked about Long Island.
But maybe
But I like Long Island still. Again,
I like
it
Long
depends.
Island, but I don't want to.
Depends.
That's another thing. The path to home ownership. Make sure you know your taxes. Long Island taxes are bananas, and so that's the thing. Like, so we also, my wife was.
But it's like that everywhere.
But Brooklyn, Queens.
Mine raised
the
3
Bronx,
Gs 1 year, 3 Gs. Up.
Yeah, but Long Island is 20 grand and better. Like, it's just, well, maybe some parts 12 grand, then you jump to 15, 20. It's ridiculous.
You really want to move to Long Island?
No. That's why we're not moving to Long Island.
Because don't think like that. Don't not make a decision because of your taxes.
Yeah.
If not for the taxes, you would move?
Yeah.
They're encouraging you to come to Queens.
I'm already in Queens.
Meaning to stay in Queens. That's what I meant. But
Queens is still a great look. Yeah.
I do want you to not make temporary decisions for, permanent decisions based on temporary emotions.
Right.
So don't think that the fact that you have that high of taxes should make you decide to not make a move. Why do you want Long Island? Suburb?
School systems. I like school systems out there.
Okay.
They're public schools, not the private. Like the private schools everywhere, but public school system is a little different.
Okay. How much you would pay for a private school if you stayed where you are, if you're now staying in Queens?
No, that's the funny part, though, is we were looking at a private school in Long Island as well. That's the funny part.
What's the drive? How long? 25 minutes?
Where? From where? From Queens?
From you to the school.
To the school is about, I want to say 25 minutes, yeah.
I do the same. So stay where you want to stay and don't move because you need to move.
Right.
Do you like Queens?
Yeah, I love Queens. I just don't want the area that I'm in. I want to move to a quieter area.
Okay. We'll find you something. Hopefully by next week we will say, hi, we found the house for Chris. And the contracts are sent out and we didn't get a chance to sign it yet.
Yeah, we should take them with us and record the home shopping experience.
You know what?
Look at homes.
Let's do. But only if people want. Did you now see that people, someone left their phone. Do you want to, wait. Did you see that in Instagram, they started doing subscribing to whatever they're saying and showing?
Right.
Did you see that? And I was like, at first, I was like, what the hell is that? I mean, I'm sorry. I don't have anything against that, but I wasn't sure. Like, you want to pay to see me?
Yeah.
Like, you see me already. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
Right? But then I said, if I actually hire someone to record everything we do and make like whatever, let them pay for it and they can see. Right. So then I thought that it was a normal thing to maybe charge for. So if you want, we can make a trial.
Yeah. And then we could have like exclusive listings on there too that they don't see anywhere else once they subscribe.
Oh.
Where they get like walkthroughs through the mansions and
Wait. Hello.
Yeah. Giving too much away on here.
No, I like that actually because we don't share addresses here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can make that happen. Hey guys, you never know what we come up with while we're doing the show.
That is so cool. All right, but we need to do it right. How do we do it? If you want to be a social media full-timer, right? Yeah, you'd have to hire someone.
Yeah, it's a full-time job to
not only for the physical work, but also for the technical work.
And making the videos and editing.
So, right, so you have the physical part of it, and then we need someone on the computer to do
And then there's 5 boroughs, so it's like we got to give a little Bronx, Brooklyn. We don't count Staten Island.
No, yes, we do. On Sunday, I'm going to see really nice sellers. I love Staten Island. You guys, have you been in Staten Island? Yes, I don't do a lot of business over there. Maybe I will in the future or starting Sunday. But we do have quite a few things in Staten Island. Right, but I'm not going to say a third of the day goes for Staten Island. Definitely an hour of the day goes for Staten Island. But
I have family out there. I see like once a year.
Did you go to Staten Island right when you live Brooklyn? Right when you leave Brooklyn, you go over to Verrazano? No, not Verrazano. Verrazano? Yeah, Verrazano. Yeah. But then you don't go far too deep. You go towards the city. So you travel north. Okay, you travel north on the eastern part of Staten Island. You go all the way north. There, have you been on the mountains, houses on the mountains that they have on Staten Island?
No.
You watch over the city, something sick, something wow, like not normal. You know what? On Sunday, I'm actually due to have a full day in
Everybody's getting their Staten Island from you. You dropping science over here.
That was a funny comment. Thank you, Ella. No, I don't take it as a compliment. So you need to go there and see the houses over there. So Sunday I'm going to be there meeting some sellers and making some magic happen. So maybe then we can have someone come and see what I do. And what's your next? I mean, well, in Staten Island, it's going to be probably a full deal, a full day. So I'm going to take maybe someone, God willing, with me to record if I can. I'm going to say something that would probably sound funny, but I really don't like cameras. Okay, I like cameras when it comes to
taking pictures.
I don't even know. I don't like cameras, but it's something that I see that we need to get used to it. Some people don't like it, but they got used to it. Some people love it, so they live with it. And some people hate it with passion. You'll never see them, or read about them online. And I know some of those. So I am the middle part where I don't like the camera, but I can get used to it. So hopefully I'll feel comfortable with someone on Sunday. So starting Sunday, hopefully, tentatively, we will start to see what we're going to do in Staten Island. You coming with me?
Oh, yeah, I'll come with you Sunday.
Yeah?
Okay, for sure.
Oh, that would be so cool, you guys.
That would be cool, yeah.
Wait, okay. I'll do that on Sunday with you if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll do that with me because I'm going to Staten Island. So.
Yeah, what time?
We'll
work it out. It's okay. We'll work out the details.
Yeah.
And
I write things down, by the way. I'm weird like
show.
that, and I write things on a calendar. I don't trust technology. I love, everything, technology, cool and all, but I write things down because once something screwed up with the phone and I lost everything in there.
That's
so back to
anyway,
Sunday, you're coming and we're going to do it.
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to give you an update on the next show and hopefully have some pictures and videos.
It's already an hour. Sorry.
It's already been an hour.
I'm explaining myself.
I know. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Have you had fun?
Yes, it was a great time. It
was really great. I have a conference call at 8:15, so I didn't realize even what.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's
so. Yes.
So we'll tune in next week. Thank you for tuning in now. Please tune in to the app. And please like and subscribe. Yeah. And tune in, download the Evening Rush app. And also you can find us on Chris Nina Real Estate Podcast on Instagram. And have a great week and weekend, guys.
And the thing will be probably from Ziporh. Okay, not from Christina, the subscribing thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying. All right, if we're doing it, bye. Have a good evening.
Bye.
Bye.